There we go. All right, that's a little bit better, right? Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Bonus Bandmade for you today. Full disclosure, tons of other stuff I should be working on, but y'all got me kind of hyped for the music video for Different and the acoustic version with Konami and Saiki. So I've got both of those loaded up. Finding the acoustic version was a little tricky. It wasn't just not on YouTube, but I found it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna dig in here in just a minute. First of all, I do want to apologize. In my previous comment video, Mr. Jeff B5 had I think there was something wrong with YouTube Studios, and the comment was a little bit jumbled, and I didn't have the see more thing, or maybe I just missed it. I don't know, but I did miss the bulk of his comment. So before we get started, I do want to read his comment. So Jeff B5 says, in an interview after they released the EP Unleash, they were asked why with 8 songs in it is an EP, not an album. The answer was that an album, for them, has to have a theme that the songs fit into for the album released shortly before this double song video. Unseen World, there are 2 themes, and the original CD was released and the original release was on 2 CDs, one for each theme. The themes are Genten Kaiki Ban. I don't know what that means, but I guess you're going to tell me, looking back at our roots. And Genten Shinkaban, progressing through the current point. Okay. Okay, I see. Even though both of these songs were released originally before Unseen World, by placing them back to back, they too fit into those themes. Dice is back to the roots, and Different did progress into their future sound. Manners and Black Hole are from the Unseen World album and also fit these themes, as you will see eventually. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get there. We'll get there. Edited for clarity, Dice is from the World Domination album released 3 years before Unseen World. Different is in the title song from a single released 6 weeks before Unseen World, but they're being put together in one video matches the theme from Unseen World. There you have it. A lot more context for that. I do appreciate it, sir. And once again, I apologize for missing the comment the first time through. Alrighty, so moving right along. So we have, like I said, Different. This is the official music video loaded up, and we do have the acoustic version loaded up as well. So this is going to be a double feature, bonus Bandmade content for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to show your support in any way that you deem appropriate. Super thanks are always appreciated. Also, a note, I did not have a Japanese lesson last night. Apparently, the tutor... my tutors, I don't know, the tutors that I've been talking to, they're not really on board with the idea. So I'm back to the drawing board a little bit, trying to find somebody who gets the idea and wants to be a part of it. So it might take me a little bit longer before we can actually dig into some of that. But I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to this stuff, so I'm going to do it my way, and that's just what it's going to be. All right, enough chit chat. Let's get this rolling, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, it's showtime.
Oh, okay, no, hold on. So, like, that was really cool for me. I mean, like, again, this is the second time I've listened to the song, and so the chaos in the beginning of it is led by, I'm gonna say, Konami on the guitar, right? So let's take a listen real quick. And then right there, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Miku coming in with the rhythm, sort of like grounding the chaos in something, preparing for the transition. Really, I mean, it's beautifully done. Yep. Simple. Okay, I can't because I've missed so many things to talk about already. Just like, okay, hold on, give me a minute. Okay, first of all, Misa. Okay, I know, unnecessary, and yet necessary. So this section I think is really cool because Misa and Akane are just like, they're locked in, right? And so again, it provides that this foundation for really, I mean, really the rest of the verse. And then I don't even know what the fuck is happening here. You know, side note, it's so like, I love that we're doing like this thing with the channel where like you guys post comments and then I read them, because like it gives me a whole lot of context for the band. Like if I didn't know anything about them, I like their look wouldn't really make sense to me. We got like one maid here and then like another one over here, and then I don't know what is going on with Saiki. And then Akane in the back, I think you could consider her like in a maid outfit. And then like Misa over on the, just like in the fucking ninja in the shadows, just like you don't even see her, but you feel a presence. I mean, I just think it's like the barefoot assassin hiding in the shadows. Nothing to do with the maid aspect of the band, and yet at the same, it's almost like, you know, the guardian spirit of the band, like holding down the foundation for the rest of them, both like with the work on the bass and her presence being kind of like cloaked in shadow. Like it's super cool. Like, yeah, it works.
It's showtime.
Yo, that little chromatic. Too much. Okay. Hold on. Because there's a really like poignant point here that I want to see if I can dig out. There's something about this band, but it's not just this band. There's something about a lot of the music that we've been looking at on the channel. And I know that I've referenced it before, but like it first caught me like way back when I was, I think really my first Deftones reaction. I was like, oh my God, somebody's soul is on the line here. Like this isn't music. They're not producing music to make money to earn a living. Like they're producing music because something inside of them is like threatening to consume them if they don't do something with it. So in conjunction with that, it's like this song specifically now has that same essence to it. It's like there's an itch, right, in the creator that needs to be scratched and can only be scratched by this, whatever this thing is, right? It ends up being just an awesome piece of music, but you can tell it's part of where like the chaos comes from, because it's like they're not creating the music for anybody else's gratification, only to scratch the itch within themselves. And so that's where you get a lot of the attitude and a lot of the energy and a lot of the intensity from. But in addition to that, I think that's also, it's like that's what allows them to connect with the muse, right? And so, okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just had kind of a false alarm there. Thought for a minute maybe that the wife was going into labor, but that was not the case. So we're back. I do apologize for interrupting like right in the middle of the flow there. But I believe I was discussing, I think, the more esoteric aspects of the creation process, and the point being that like yeah, okay, so it was this vocal line that really inspired it. So it's like the whole thing, like there's it's not necessarily like a frantic nature, although it does feel kind of frantic, but there's a ferocity to the vocal line, and it's like it does feel to me, at least as the listener, that this is like how they're scratching that itch. And it's like the ability and the courage and the capability to do that, you know, to practice, to show up every day is what puts you in contact with the muse, right? And so in I love the comment, and I already forget the gentleman's name, so I do apologize, but like Konami like Frankensteins these ideas, and then the rest of the band stitches them together. But like, where do the ideas come from, right? The ideas come from the muse, and they come from showing up to work every day, and also having something real that needs to be expressed, right? So all of that kind of culminates into what this, you know, this band is capable of doing. I mean, they're not unique in that aspect, but it is what makes them, I think, as successful, and it creates like this almost rabid nature in their fan base, because we really connect with that. We really connect with that, with the realness, with the rawness, with the emotion, with the expression, and with the creation of something truly unique. It's like nobody else anywhere could possibly make this song this way. And so we know that, I think, on an instinctual and intuitive level, and that's why we connect with it so deeply. Okay, but real quick, just listen to the vocal line, though. Just listen to this vocal line in this section. It's absolute madness. Ferocious. And okay, so like they're talking about it right here.
Girl, it's showtime.
Nope. Nah. Not even once. Not even once. Also, side note, the lyrics, like, it's showtime. You could also hear, like, it's your time. So there's, like, a double entendre there, almost mistakenly. Maybe intentionally. I don't know. I don't claim to know what the artist's intentions were. But there is kind of like a double entendre there. It's showtime. It is your time. To shine. I also like it because I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics, and so you got all that commentary without like really knowing what was going on with the lyrics, and then they caught me a little bit like that last minute. So give me a second. I want to go back and take a look at those real quick. So taking a look at the lyrics, it does seem like there's this theme of like the inner turmoil, right, that we were just talking about. Like, I don't know. It like, it's really cool for me to be able to because the work, the artwork is so clear. Like, it doesn't actually need to be translated for you to understand what the song is about. Like, because you can connect with it because it's about the emotion. It's about the creative process. It's not about the words on top of it. Although the words do play a part, they do play their part, but they're not necessarily necessary. You know what I mean? So, but I really like this line right here. So, like, 2 times the future becomes the past, repeating layer on layer. And so it's like there is this like this over and over and over again conflict about this section right here. Yep, right there. That's it. And so it's this like, it's like, yeah, nobody is holding you to anything. You are not accountable to anybody for anything except to yourself. And so, yeah, you can back out. You could go into the dark. You could do that. And nobody's going to hold it against you because really nobody other than you knows that this is something that's in you that needs to come out, right? And so I love this line right here. Once more, shadows blunt my courage. Right, that's the timidity, the shying away from pursuing something that's meaningful and that's from you, right? And this is why there's a level of vulnerability to it too, because when you produce something like this, there's nobody else to point the blame to. You can't, if this is a total flop, like if this song sucks and everybody hates it, then you can't point to the producers and say, well, they made me do it, right? Because this all comes from you. And so there's that extra layer of vulnerability. But we talk about this from time to time, and like the ability to get yourself into a place or a space of vulnerability like that is what allows you to produce something that's wildly infectious and meaningful. And it's just, oh god, I'm gushing, I know. So there is this like this the music encapsulates it so well. This is back and forth. I think that this turmoil, I think that we all have, that's like, I want to do something but I'm afraid to take the risk. I want to do it, but if I don't do it, nobody's gonna know, so why should I do it? And then we also have this like thing inside of us that is threatening, you know, it's like our own mortality. I think that's like, you only have a certain amount of time, right, to say something real before you're in the ground. So like, what are you gonna do? And this is BAND-MAID's answer. It's just, I mean, that song's just different. Shut up. I hate myself so much for that. I am not proud of that, ladies and gentlemen. I am not proud of that. Anyway, moving right along. That song was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's wild. Okay, so now to answer the eternal and perennial question, how the fuck do you do this acoustic with 2 members? How do you do this? Look, I'm not even worried. I know how they're going to do it. I mean, I don't know, but I know it's going to slay. That's what I know.
Let's go, it's showtime.
How? Why? No. This is so cool. It's so cool because you can tell that this is legitimately their work, because unless it's your work, how can you take whatever the fuck the music video was and turn it into a duet with just an acoustic guitar? How? It has to come from you, right? You have to give birth to this thing to be able to make this happen. Internet's kind of giving me issues at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a second. Okay, so I think we're good. We shouldn't have any more interruptions.
Once more かりさす勇気 Once more 蘇るループ No more でもまだやめない Just you wait Totally different world 無気楽に焚きつけて心を Love Our potential 渦巻く世界はまるで現実のようにフラッシュして揺らいでく Let's go, it's showtime.
Nice little slide there. Nah.
眠りにつくまで3秒もう一回って希望はどこに Come back to, come back to, oh come back to life from that 消えてく魂をね塞がって全てと理解がこれまでと違うフィクションで食らいつけよう Fake Lose your belief Once more 繋いでくリンダー Once more 飛び込む Make it No more ほらまだやれる Just you wait Totally different world 無気楽に焚きつけて心見まがう未来はまるで不況さえもピザクラッシュしてここへ悪魔が伝したようには一体ガラクタの中で踊るよパッパッパ適度に適応それ必要 Nobody knows what またどこかで聞こえる voice 当然未来が過去になる繰り返し重なって Continuous that in my life You can back and now There in the dark Don't stand
Oh god, it's so
Once more かりさす勇気 Once more 蘇るループ No more でもまだやめない Just you wait Totally different world 無気楽に焚きつけて心を Love Our potential 渦巻く世界はまるで現実のようにフラッシュして揺らいでく Let's go, it's showtime Your time to shine
Good God. Yo, I couldn't even comment.
ありがとうございました。
I mean, okay, so first of all, let's talk about the sound from Konami's guitar. It is beautiful. It feels like it like right out of the forest, like just fresh out, like I don't even know. Like there's a spring and a deer, and it's just like this majestic, magical place. You've been wandering around in the forest and then all of a sudden, that's the sound you hear. It's like when you find the wellspring of like, whatever inspiration. Like that's the sound. That's what that guitar is. Fucking beautiful. One of the other things that came to mind was I remember when I was in I was in jazz band in high school, and our band director was trying to convey the idea of dynamics, right, in music. And so you might think that dynamics are like relatively simple. It's like, oh, you play loud when it's time to play loud, you play soft when it's time to play soft. It's like, but as with everything, the more you dig into it, the more rich and subtle you realize that these things are. So one of the things that he was trying to get across to us was like, look, when there's a section that's, you know, piano or pianissimo, which is like soft or very, very quiet, you want to think of it as like you're just turning down the dial on the volume, right? But you want to keep the intensity. Right? You don't want to lose any of the intensity just because you're playing quietly. And so that was kind of ambiguous to me. I had no idea what he meant at the time. But it stuck with me, I think, because I didn't understand how to like play quietly without losing the intensity. And then Saiki just demonstrated precisely how you do that. All of the intensity is still present and accounted for, but it's like the dial has been turned down to fit in the acoustic duet, and masterful. It's just masterful. The whole thing. How do you do that? The music, the studio, and then you turn it into that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just work here. Whew. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Really glad that I decided to do this just randomly. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, show your support with a super thanks or a comment or some other way to support the channel. Yeah. God. That's going to do it for me for this one. Hope you enjoyed your bonus band-maid for the week. Definitely be taking a look at more of their stuff in the very near future. Like I said, I try to do like one a week. You know, one band-maid video a week, so y'all get two this week. So if you want to show your support to your boy, be much appreciated. Yep. But like I said, that's going to do it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go like contemplate the meaning of existence now that whole thing's been inspired in me by this music. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the comment video. Yeah. That's good stuff.